What's up, guys? Hopping in, gonna play some Painter. These are the good old days where if you didn't have a creature, you die. Let's go with this. We'll get a Painter, I guess. Start with a Painter. Um, no reason not to. Or you know what I could do is I think it's a Painter's better anyway. I have a Red Blast. I mean, I do have Snaring Bridge here, which is gonna save me. I have to just fade a Trash Master. If he taps that Wasteland's really good for me too, but if he doesn't, it's bad. So looks like he's got a 3 drop here. Just unfortunate. I had that Fury in hand. Um, okay. Goblin Bombardiers. Okay. The chance I can get out of this. Do you have a card to put in, though, is the question. Okay. Does he have a card? Because that's bad. Okay, that's good. Lands are fine here. I'm at 12. I think I need to play a Fable here. Oh, that's a rip, dude. That's like the best fucking draw. Um, I'll go here, here, and here. Okay, I have to kill this thing too. Do I? Um, Yeah, I'll kill this. I'll go 2/1/1. All right, so that's fine. And I have 2 Fables here, which I think I could pitch. Other good draws. That saved me. So I'll go. Oh, I meant to play fucking Fable the Mirror Breaker, bro. Fucking such a bad play. I might be able to get out of this. That was a fucking misplay. Oh man, big time. Lucky. See if I can get out of it. Mistake. It's fine, I guess. Problem with this though is I can't pitch this Red Blast. Um, unless I have a blue target. So I mean, such an unfortunate fucking play there. That 2 life is gonna matter, I think. So, Trash Master is a card which I think he might have. I mean, he's got 4 mana now. Gotta watch for that. I will block all day. Okay, that's good. I still have that Painter in my graveyard, so I want to keep this Blast at some point, maybe. And I'll pitch it though because I need targets. If I can't pitch this card, it's one of those things where it's just all right, it's looking really good for us now, I guess. I mean, I'll tell you what cards I got to worry about is that, you know, looks like it's just regular goblins. I don't know what without the guy that gives you mana. I think that 4/4, what's it called? The guy that gives, the new guy, the what's it called? Muxus. I don't know if he's close to it. Looks like he's playing it, so I should basically be at 9 life without this. Other cards that'll play around to that. Munitions expert that when it comes in, it deals damage to target creature, as many artifact creatures you have, uh, goblins you have, whatever it is. Um, okay, Eighth of Vials, perfect. That's a good draw for him. Um, I don't think I need more than one saga here. Like I get the research desk too. Um, I'll pitch the saga. Actually, you know what? I won't. Just because again I have like things like Needle in my deck as well. So the Needle is also going to help me with Trash Master, which I should name. That's one of the cards that just kills me. Also, I need to get a Grindstone. I have Misha's workshop desk and research desk in my deck too. I can look at top to my graveyard, my library, whatever it is. Um, he has to have a Trash Master. What does kill me is that card that drains me for 1 life per goblin, whatever it is, which is kind of a shame. So I'm under duress here a little bit. I won't make any more tokens here. Um, so that happens. That happens. Here I'll get a needle for Trash Master here because that's the first card I'm worried about. I mean, if he has a Wasteland, it sucks. Let me just take a risk and get Grindstone, and I can copy here. Can I win? No, I could have won if I paid attention though. There's a painter already in my graveyard. Uh, what can I get here? I'll just get a Dragon Engine, I guess. The best draw here, so. I can't win here because I only have one red. Is there a way to win here? I don't know if there is. I can always copy engineer and get a needle too if I see a trash master. So tap saga, reflection for engineer, and then weld in, a creature token for he has something here. Pyrokinesis. Oh man. So I have to bring in a painter now. I'll bring it in for the creature token. He's at 0 cards. Main deck kinesis. I'll get I'll just get a needle in there, I guess, for now. Or actually, I don't want the needle yet. He has 0 cards, so either way, I can't get it in, so I'll just get the desk here. And then I'll just weld in painter for token. It's fair. I mean blue. You're at 0 cards, bro. All right, good game. A little bit of mishap, misclick. MTGO is very unforgiving when it comes to that stuff, so you gotta watch it. Fury, Abrades come in. I don't like Blood Moon. I mean, you could. Cards are cut. I don't know what's going on. I'm always regretful when I cut this. I try not to cut it where I can. I like to keep my red count up high for Furies. I want turn one plays for Goblin Lackey. Fast mana is good for that. Also, let's see what I can trim here. I'll trim the research desk because it's an extra card. I'll trim the grindstones, kind of an extra card, and I can trim a red blast if I need to, or even a soul guide lantern if I feel savvy enough. I just hate to see an Emrakul come out of this kid's deck. I'd be devastated. Um, so let's go with just one red blast, just because red blast, I'm really not blasting many things. I'm usually trying to abrade. I'll try to needle. It's more of a game of like kill the lackey. I don't worry about damage for 2 or 3 turns. I'm trying to needle an Eighth of Vial quick. Um, Catch him with a couple welds. Fury's great, clearly. And what cards am I thinking of? Goblin Bombardiers, whatever it is, broadside, needle that, needle Eighth of Vial, needle Wasteland, Trash Master. Snary Bridge is really good. Um, so it's a really fun matchup. I enjoy the older Goblins deck much better. And I say older, I mean like 5 years ago, before, you know, all this other stuff, which is cool for Goblins. I'm not gonna say it's not, but like when Goblins would run like Richard and Port and like um things like that. These guys run Fury too. Oh man, I have to keep this hand. There's no reason not to keep this hand. My best draw is a land, so I'm on the draw. Usually I keep one landers, I'm on the draw. Otherwise, if I have one land, Eighth of Vial sucks here. The only time I don't keep a one lander, if I'm on the play and I'm playing against a blue deck and I have like 3 blasts and a bolt or something, the kid's playing like Delver, um, then I'll be more apt to keep a one laner because everything's like it's like basically playing Delver on your own, like one red for 1 mana spells to just deal everything, right? Bolt, blast takes care of a lot of blue stuff, but uh I want to bolt here just because if I draw a land, I want to land an engineer here. So that card's annoying enough too. So that's a good land. Actually, the best land to have. What do I get here is the question, guys. I think I'll be deploying my hand pretty fast. So let's just go for this, assuming this card's gonna die. I'm not gonna go for combo pieces. It's too early for that. Even though a lot of thought is our deck does this. It's a painter combo. Yeah, you're right. And a lot of times, if I don't bin a painter 4 or 5 turns down the road, wish I had that painter in my deck. You know what I mean? So, all right. So this is good for me. Land would be ideal. Tomb. That's a painter. I'm gonna watch that. There's no reason why I can't play painter here. Let's play painter. I'll name blue. This is just death if he's not careful. I feel like I mean if he has fury or pyrokinesis, it's still just fine for me. So if you play a land, you're 4 cards. A wasteland does suck, but whatever. Um, this card does what now? So you're 4 cards. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 guy. So I'm not gonna block here. I'm gonna get around Furies because I have a 3 toughness and a 2 toughness. So if he does attack, I know he has like a Fury or something. Okay, so you have that. No blocks. 2, 3, 4 is a munitions expert, deals 2 damage to my engineer. And I have Red Blast open if he doesn't kill Painter, which is really good. Okay. That's a land. Jeez. I can keep up Blast as well. I think it's time for a Fury here. Um, or maybe not. I'll get a Grindstone. I could leave up all these blasts and shit. Pretty fucking good. I mean, just because I have so many blasts, I mean, it's so fucking tough here. Do I care about these cards? I might not even care yet. I just don't. I'll wait with the Fury, I think. All right, good. Broadside Bombardier sucks. You know, if he taps out for a what was the guy like the ringleader that puts cards in his hand, things like that. So I can just red blast a pyrokinesis. Um, I won't even block here. I can get crazy and block, but I'm not going to do that. Another munitions expert off of Cavernous Souls is kind of a pain in the balls. You can stop that if you have enough removal in your hand. Like when it enters, still deals 1 damage, but like you can hit like um yeah 3 cards. I kind of have to blast this. I'll use this first because I want to get it out of my hand. Now if he has pyrokinesis in response, it sucks. But still, I have a fucking between Fury and you got a 1 card with pyrokinesis, buddy. And then you kill my engineer, which is really bad for me. Um, but I have 3 great cards in my hand. So, and I have a dragon engine to refill. So it's all planning. You go to 1 card with your pyrokinesis, and I don't think you want to pitch that, but you want to go ahead. There's a Muxus. See how hard of a decision that is? To pitch a nice Muxus. You got it, pal. Oh, he only dealt 1 damage. Oh, he killed my painter too. Okay, so you killed my engineer. Perfect. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be a great Fury here, and I'll land a bridge too. If he has Wasteland, it really sucked there. Okay, Tomb is good here. Okay, 0 cards, great. Oh wow, wasn't expecting that. And I can draw cards next turn. Oh, what are you doing? Fucking look at this play. You gotta love this shit. Get a fetch land and scry. Oh no, look at the fetch in response. It never ceases to amaze me. You'll never catch me play like that. You'll never catch me play like that. 1, 1, 1, 1. Ghostface Killer 1. Okay, pal. Okay, your turn. Fetch and response. Gonna love that. Straight. I won't say anything bad. This is gonna be a nice video. Calming, peaceful. Happy New Year, by the way. What do you got? A munitions expert or is this a Muxus? Okay, you got that. That's fine, buddy. I'm fine with this. What a stupid draw. That's fine with me, buddy. You gonna pitch that thing? Okay. It only does 3 damage. So you get 1 goblin, which is this guy. Okay, play that thing. I'll draw a card first before I pitch this Pyroblast. I could just cast it, but I'm gonna try to reanimate the Dragon Engine. You got it. I draw Painter, I want to keep it, so. Um, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already played a land, so I'll wait a turn. Sure. All right, now I'll play this. I can attack here first. Those are all great draws. Do I have Grindstone? I do. I have Grindstone Painter in my graveyard. And I can pitch the Blast too to anything. That's the plus side about red Pyroblast as opposed to red Elemental Blast. For the guys that don't know that, it's the way it's worded. I can choose. I think it's the way it says if, right? If it's blue, and then red Elemental Blast says um, choose target blue spell to, and it just says blue. It doesn't go if, so it's iffy. Play a Welda. And I already played a land. I could Pyroblast during combat to get rid of this card out of my hands. He needs to draw an answer right now. I have all the mana I need. Oh, dude, imagine if I never read fucking mana up. I'd be so upset. Oh, I got him. Do I have him? No, I need one more draw step. Oh, I see the problem. I hate to get rid of this Pyroblast, but he's gonna kill my welder, so I have to. You can do anything, a land, whatever it is. Um, Now the problem also becomes Wasteland here. If he draws Wasteland and I go to target it with Welder, for instance, like it doesn't matter because I have 2 artifacts on board, but like in the future, if I was to target Great Furnace and I didn't have a bridge out and he draws Wasteland, he can waste it in response. So what's this? A munitions expert? What is this? A Muxus? Okay, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, if he has an Emrakul in his deck, which is probably a lot higher than I think I would like to see, um, These games is so difficult now because of like the fear of like having a shuffle effect in his graveyard. It's like so like petrifying because it's like along with all this, it's like then you got to worry about a shuffle effect. It's like, do I really have to stress about that nowadays? And you do because it comes with the territory. I'm sorry, it does. It comes with the mentality of, what's that emoji with like the guy with his tongue out and like one big eye, one small eye, and he's like fucking, it's like that's the way I feel playing against these guys. It's like, a couple 3 years ago. I keep saying it, Back in the Future, but like literally, like a couple years ago, like if you had your combo, you won against goblins. If you had your combo, you'd win against prison. If you had your combo, you'd win against, you know, elves or whatever. But like now, it's like, well, because painter's more prevalent. But like now, it's like you got to worry about the shuffle boys. Emrakul and his deck. So let's see what's up. Yeah, hand's good. I'll do Grindstone Soul Guide Lantern. Today's metagame. Um, I just don't want to get wasted. It's really bad if I get wastelanded. I'm just trying to think if I should just start with Soul Guide Lantern off the cut. There's no rush to get Grindstone out per se, unless it's Doomsday. Um, but I always like starting with Soul Guide Lantern. Look at this hand, it's beautiful. I might even just trade like the Engineer for the land. But I mean, on MTGO anyway, when I see Soul Guide Lantern, even if I'm in paper too, I mean, this hand's good enough with lands, but like I just like to run out the Soul Guide Lantern. The question becomes like, do I run it out with a tomb? Which I don't think is really right because I want to be able to play like, I could play Engineer Grindstone next turn, but if it's like a Delver deck, I can get dazed out of it, but whatever. I run Painter, Bread Blast next turn, buy me a couple turns. I got to think about Thoughtseize, think about Chalice effects, all that stuff. So let's just go safely play Mountain and we'll do Soul Guide Lantern because this will just save me from dying. And it's also pretty good with what's out there now as far as decks. Would love a Mountain. Okay, Tomb deck, defense grid. I need a painter here. Fucking stop with me, dude. Okay, it's like a storm deck or whatever. So I'm gonna have to blast a land here right out of the gate. Painter blast. Okay, that's good. I almost played. Oh, dude, I see this card coming back now. What's this? What's this still? Oh, nice weather one. I don't even know what this deck does, but let's see if I can't win here. Oh, look at these rips, guy. And I have a Soul Guide Lantern, so I feel a lot better here. What does this deck do now? Is this Belcher? What is this? Belcher? Must be. Well, let's just go to sideboarding here. I'm just thinking if I should bring in Leyline of the Void. He has Gamble. I'm guessing there's like Echo in his deck. So let's just bring that. Let's bring this in. Um, I'm gonna bring this in. I like that fucking draw. I'll bring in a Braids in. Let me see. Let me just trim first. Go here. I like Needle. What do I needle? I even know what I needle. I can name Charbelcher, right? I think it's Charbelcher. I'll cut actually, I want to be fast. So Grindstone stays in. Cut one Lightning Bolt. I'll cut Bridge. I'll cut Dragon Engine. I'll cut these on the draw on this. All right, so I'll leave the core of the deck the way I want it. And I can see if I can't. I don't mind. Should I bring in Leyline for Echo? Do I even need it? It's like a bad card if I don't need it. He discards a lot, so I'm wondering if I should bring in Leyline. I'm sorry, I should know this. Let me see if it runs it. I hate to do this, but they do. I'm gonna bring in Leyline. They do bring in. I'm laughing, dude. I don't know why. Bring this thing for Painter. Painter plus Blast is a counter spell. Um, and let's bring this in because in case I get into a pinch. This is too slow. It's a great hand, but it's just too slow. It's too slow. I can set up a turn two weld, but I just think it's too slow. Such a good hand. I just can't keep this. Good for that fucking line break trap. I'll try this. I shouldn't even try this either. It's so bad. I mean, I do have a lane line. So what am I looking to do here? Find mind break trap or a dampening sphere? They do run empty, I think. This stops echo, which is really nice. I'm gonna go to five. Oh, you bitch. I'm gonna try this. It's good enough. A braid's fine. Actually, cut this. Saw my welder. Lands, please. Try this. The card's so fucked. Look at this fucking card. We'll see if it's enough. I do get whacked by a needle. Okay, so everything costs you more. Okay, so this is this card. Okay. I think I need to leave him bolt, right? What do you name here? I mean, you saw a welder, right? What happened just then? He turns it to his hands. Oh, fuck you. So it's just like a good discard piece here. Continually gets to just it's discard fodder. So whenever he plays something, costs one more, right? You got what's this do now? Level two? No, so it costs one less to cast. Okay, still pretty good. So I'm taking 4 damage per spell here. I have to name blue. Tomb still stings you for two. I don't think I'm gonna win this game. I like to see how this deck works though. So it still keeps adding, right? So it keeps costing one more. I mean, right? It's gotta hit him someplace. This card is just a drag, huh? So he's at level 2 right now. So I'll start with a mountain. So it's at level 3. If a source you control would deal non-cat con, so is he trying to burn me out, like charbelch me? Ah, fuck you, dude. I have to play this. I don't even care. It's 2 damage a turn. If he can't kill me with something, then I'm just gonna have to attack him for 2 damage a turn. What a game. I don't even know. I mean, what do you want? You know what I mean? So what's good is that this everything still costs. Now it costs two more per spell, right? Oh, he plays Saga, so I just die to that, right? Grape shot. All right, I just lose this game. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm not gonna put myself through this. So it's definitely a storm deck. Null Rod would be so good against this guy. I'm wondering if I should bring in Blood Moon. I hate to bring in Bridge. Let me redo this here. Recut that. I wouldn't mind a Blood Moon too. I'll bring in 2 Blood Moons. And the Abrade is iffy. The Abrade is iffy. We're gonna Abrade here. For the 2-drop Engineer, I have. I'm not gonna trim my Sagas. I have 2 Blood Moons. I probably should trim that Saga here. Grape Shot, Kid plays. Oh, I hate to bring in Bridge. I'll leave that Saga in. That's fine. Let's try this. You, dude. So sad. Nice fucking hand, huh? Let's take a mulligan. Mulligan. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, Dragon Engine. I'm gonna have to try this. I can't go to 4. This kid's not really a turn 1 deck, is he? He can be, right? So I'll get rid of these two. I'll get rid of Bolt and Land, and I'll throw out a Fable, a Mirror Breaker. Hopefully, I can find. Um, I mean, it's the way it's going to be. Dampening Sphere is a really good card. Mind Break Trap's a really good card. So go Bolts. Yeah. Seeing a lot of these degenerate combo decks come out now, which is fine. It's legacy, but fuck you, buddy. Hmm. So if I pitch the mountain, I could still land an engineer and try to go for a kill here, but it just doesn't buy me enough time. So I think I can go for a dampening sphere as well. Um, Jeez. I don't think I go for the kill here. I don't think I pitch anything. I can copy engineer at some point as well and get a painter. Here I'm gonna get a dampening sphere to stop this kid. Or can he? Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get a painter. Or I'll get a painter. Try to kill him. See if he can kill me. You know, I should have got sphere there. That's so gay. Okay. It might be good enough that this pyroblast. Fucking retards. Sorry. These combo decks, these kids are fucked. They're fucked. And this is cool legacy shit, but like, come on. Fucking, let's be real here. Like the gameplay is like, it's like, you know, fucking. Oh, I got my own saga too. What else you got? Shy. Want to make tokens instead? I'll race you, bitch. See if I can't rip a painter. What do I even get? What do I get? A needle, right? I'll name his own saga, so he can't erase me. Is it two? Let's see if I catch this kid. Can't tap his tomb either. I got him. Good game. Holy shit. Good game. Cool. You know, what do you call that? It's not Cheerios, is it? The fuck. You know what I mean? You guys want to hang out and play fucking. What is that deck do? What's he trying? It's cool. He's playing with some cool cards. Fucking cool. I get it. You know, that's why I have one Mind Break Trap on my deck for being on the draw. Because just stuff like that. Here I am playing against this. I saw this deck yesterday. Was it Allosaurus? Is that the card I'm thinking about? That green dinosaur? You can pitch like three green cards to it or something, and like somehow they cast like Neoform. I put like a Gristlebrand in play. Kids playing Noxious Revival. You know, I mean, believe me, I understand. I guess they can play the fucking zero drops now or whatever, which is nice. So I mean, it's cool. Don't make me go to Mind Break Trap again. I hate that card, my deck, my sideboard, but um, and that little enchantment, that red, like that two drop enchantment is just it's pretty nice. It gives that guy a pretty good leg up, pretty good swath of like everything costs one less. So in case of like a child, like a thorn effect, like it's pretty good. But still, this thing still dampens it, right? It's like each spell a player casts costs one more to cast each other spell. So it's not like a thorn where it costs one less. Like if you cast everything costs one less now. It's like, okay, so you play a thing, it's regular cost. Your second spell should be one more, but it's not because it costs one less. So that's regular cost. But your next spell should fuck this guy. Should cost two more or whatever it is, one or two more. Red Blast and Pyroblast, so it's bitch ass. It's terrible. It's a show and tell deck, so fuck this guy. All right, ready? I'm gonna have to keep this. Grindstone's my weakest card, but it's an artifact. I'm gonna have to go with a land. I think a land is in order here. So basically, it's all about pyroblasting the right card. Clearly, show and tell. Gotta watch out for sneak attack. Urza Saga is a great card of mine, so um, I'll tap out here and play a welder. And next turn, I'm gonna have to leave up pyroblast, and another pyroblast would be great. Again, Grindstone's my worst card because it's a three-card combo with Emrakul in their deck, so it's kind of a shame. I have to worry about sneak attack. A guy like this will play around sneak attack. So getting like Urza Saga online on turn two after having a red source is really good to be able to pyroblast something and then eventually get Needle. The combos last in this matchup. You fucking bitch. Bitch! Oh, better than what I thought it would be. I have Needle in this deck too, so. So exile top three cards, your library, pay four, put a creature card exile with this on the battlefield under your control gains haste. Only the sorcerer guy. Okay, that's not bad. Um, all right, so like I said, it's three-card combo with Painter because he needed Soul Guide Lantern. So I'm gonna leave up Blast here, and hopefully I get a chance to end step Factory research desk and find a couple cards off the top of my deck. Um, so I'm gonna probably play the desk first and leave up a Blast and go from there. So let's go for a desk here. So here I'm more apt to Pyroblast the cantrip among all else. So technically he has so he missed. And those are all three cards I'd like to see under this thing. So any cantrip I might have to whack. We'll see. Playing white now. Okay. So now this is great. I have an opportunity to again, anything gets put in the graveyard, pay attention to artifacts because I can swap out this artifact at some point. Now I can end step, do this, find out what I want to play. I can play grindstone, leave an artifact on my a cheap artifact online. Not that it's going to really help. It might help me down the road, but as I said, it takes two to tango, three to tango. Engineer is phenomenal here. Take an engineer. I have red blast and I have a grindstone and I have something cheap here. So tomb would be ideal. You have the swords, bitch. You know, wait for me to cast it. Okay, it's not the worst. What's the best way to play this? I'll play a land first. I'll start with engineer. I can unearth this for red. It's haste, so I can get an artifact next turn, but I want to be able to cast to get a bridge online. So that's key. So this has to resolve, and I need to keep the pyroblast for it. Eventually, it'd be nice not to have to blast. If he swords this in response, cool. Um, so instead of playing grindstone first and then in response, so say I start with one mana grindstone, and then he goes responds by. So I play grindstone resolves, and then I tap two mana for engineer. He responds by swordsing. Yeah, I can weld in factory for grindstone, but I want to resolve the pyroblast too. So um, I think I just talked myself in a circle there, but I think you get it. Like when I'm playing around, it's just basically playing around a response of swords. So if I play this, I can fight over it and still have an artifact, an earth to weld in, or two grindstones. So I'll just play this first. So this could get a response. Okay, I'll get a bridge. Uh, should I play grindstone is a question, or should I leave up pyroblast? Is a question. Let's see what he does with Goblin Welder. Now, even if he kills Goblin Welder in response, I'm just gonna play grindstone. Yeah, see what he does. Ooh, that's key. Key, key, key. Missed again. This is excellent. I could end step weld this in. Probably should, right? Now, against certain decks, that's a kind of a trap because you could get your goblins wiped out. You can't weld back in. If I target grindstone, and they bounce it or whatever, like you can get yourself stuck. It's always good to have double weld. In a deck like this, they have limited removal, so it's like I could take a chance there. So I'm gonna definitely leave a pyroblast. I can unearth this thing, get some value. Um, I like leaving double weld, so I need a red for engineer for that. So let me um let me just I already played a land, so what I can do end step here is weld out engineer. Well, he's got 5 cards. I gotta leave up the way it is right now. I'm not even nervous about it. He could play a ring too. I can mill a ring, all that stuff. Okay, it keeps missing. I can bring in grindstone end step here. I could grind myself, look for a painter, look for fuck you. I guess that's fine. Comes an omniscience. Now what do you have? So even through a bounce spell or whatever it is, I can weld out ensnaring bridge. Unless he has some crazy combo here. And Emrakul, fucking cool. You got it. I'll upkeep, hit the omniscience. Or should I not? I think I do. I'll hit the omniscience, right? Or should I not? I should hit omniscience. He would have kept. Let me see what he draws first. I want to hit a ponder instead. Alright, so I hit this for sure. Get one card. Oh, another Emrakul, you fucking bitch! Such bitch! Seriously. Okay. See what his top deck is. Okay, it's good. Game on, pal. Break on through to the other side. See what I can find here. If I can't find a dragon engine, it's really good. So I'm gonna go here for grindstone. I could do the desk too. Um, so if I find, I can also keep accruing artifacts, which is nice. But if I get grindstone, I can mill a painter. I can mill fucking. What else can I mill in this deck? A needle. I kind of want to find snaring. I gotta watch my time. So desk, I can tap end step. I think I can unearth it. So let me just do that. Let me do a desk. So this is good. Take this. Full screen too. Sounds good. Oh, got him. Eat it. Taste me. All due respect, I'm kidding around. All right, so we got artifacts, Orange Chant. Um, Probably what else do I see? He brings in Magus. Um, I'm not gonna bring in Leyline. Doesn't work for me. Fury's bad. Um, Everything else, Bolt is terrible. Good. So the name of the game is finding red sources, playing control, finding Urza Saga, getting Needle for sneak attack, whatever that artifact is. Um, which I want to bring in a braid for. It's better than lightning bolt. I also want to bring in another braid. This is the type of guy that brings in um, like um, something totem or whatever it is. Like you just can't target spells in the graveyard. So that being said, I'm going to cut the other bolt, bring in the abrade, which is also for the other card. I have two abrades actually, so I cut that bolt. I'll leave that bolt in. Could be a finisher. Sphere is okay, I guess. Um, I'm not going to do that. Trap could be an exception here. I don't want to bring in Mind Break. Trap's bad. Is it better than Lightning Bolt? Probably. Grindstone's terrible. We'll try this though. This hand's good enough. If I didn't have the needle, I'd be a little sketched out, but it's good enough. Did I see red? I did see red, yeah. So it's sneak attack, I get a name too, so I gotta watch that. Hmm. Great draw. Um, I'm not in next turn I'm gonna resolve this, but this turn I'm gonna keep up this. Okay? All off mountains. I'm not going for Fable, you know what I mean? Urza Saga is one of my best draws. Okay, so I'm gonna name sneak attack next turn if I get a next turn. The good thing about engineer too here is off of show and tell, I can put the engineer in and get a snaring bridge. It gets harder post board because of the fact that they have all types of answers, of braids, stuff like that. So I gotta play around like three sideboard cards here, which are really difficult. And I'm gonna start here. So now I have my artifact on board, and this I'm gonna let him brainstorm. I think that's fine. So now I have an artifact on board. There was an argument to Pyroblast there, but I'm not going to do that yet. It's just better to wait till the show and tell comes. Um, Sometimes they find two show and tells and they don't fight over the first one, and then I have time to resolve. Then I can put in an engineer, get bridge, work myself that way. Omniscience is a card I got to worry about now. Um, so we'll see how this works out. Again, use your own discernment here. I don't know what the right answer is. No one does. There could be just a reason to do that, but who knows? To me, I'm gonna want. I mean, if he fights over this, who knows? Maybe I could fight back. I mean, it could a guy like this might bait out a red blast from a Forcer will here, untap and show and tell me. But what does that mean for me? If that happens, that's fine. I put engineer in, and then I get a bridge, and I also fought over my needle, and now I have an artifact online, bridge in in the graveyard, and now I can weld it in. So it's all mapping it out in your head, right? So I'll do. I mean, he has flooded strand out that he never touched, so I could name that. Um, which maybe I should. Who knows? Um, I think flooded strand is just as good, right? Do I name flooded strand here or not? Or do I name fucking sneak attack? I think I named Flooded Strand because he might have a removal spell for it for a needle. And if he has a braid or if he has like a Brotherhood's End, he can't fetch. So I think it's better. Let's see how this works out for me. This could be a reason to fucking concede. It could be a any brainstorm too, so it could be locked. And it take quite a bit of mana to get the sneak attack too, so and there it is. Okay, perfect. So you only have mountains. So I have to resolve engineer here um, for a bridge. And now I can swap out needle if I need to for a bridge. Comes in a disruptor flute. That's fine. So I brought in a braids. Perfect. So my shit's off here. I have two engineers, so I have to draw land. Okay, that's a good draw. I could attack there, but I'm not gonna. Now, if I draw a painter, okay, he has white now. It's pretty good. Sure. Yeah, one ring is fine. Um, yep. I don't want to take myself off a pyroblast here. I kind of want to be able to double block this thing, but I'm not going to play engineer. Um, Jesus. So my best draw is a land. I don't feel like I can take myself off of blast just yet, but I have no other choice. If I don't draw a land, I'm still bound up the next turn, so I have to go for a Fable and Mirror Breaker and just pray that I know this is wrong, but we'll see how this goes. I mean, I didn't know I should leave out blast, but I just see how it goes. He has one blue. He has red. Sneak attacks on the table. You know what I mean? Okay. Six cards. I think I do block here. We'll see. So that's his blue. So no sneak attack. No show and tell. So fucking retard. All right. Let me get some coffee. Now, I don't care about Magus to the Moon as far as leaving him Bolt, but what was I gonna say? Like me needling Flooded Strand there might have been not the right decision, but like the way that game was going, either way, if I named Sneak Attack, it didn't matter. Like the way that game was going, I would have lost to something stupid anyway. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, I think Flooded Strand was high risk, but it was really nice to get that. Um, again, saying if he didn't have the fast mana to set up all that stuff, but it's what it is. So a Brave was good. We know that. Disruptor Flute's a card. We have the Ring now to contend with. We have Magus, which is fine. I do have two Lightning Bolts. It's great. Um, I'm not going to do Leyline. I could do Leyline package, but there's only three in my deck, so it's like I have to find it and then hope for the combo to work. But it's just not worth it. Again, for graveyard mitigation for Emrakul. Blood Moon, no. Fury, no. Bolt, no. Everything's fine. Mind Break Trap's a consideration here, but it's like if I'm playing that game, then fucking whatever. So let's submit, see what happens. All right, we'll play. I can't keep this in. I'll keep this though. Again, I can let show and tell resolve and throw in an engineer and get a bridge, which is kind of stupid, or even a soul guide lantern. I can play painter. Sometimes you can catch like the backspin of stuff, but this is just kind of like this is not a bad hand, but mountains are Saga's ideal here. Urza Saga is my best draw for real. Running lands are really good for me too, so I have to leave up double Pyroblast, which is kind of a shame here. Or do I get more aggressive? So this is exactly where the game begins. God bless you, kitty. Exactly where the game begins is beautiful to me. It's like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like I'm shuffling in front of the kid. He's like fucking. He's got his like hat to the side. He's like fucking. He's got his like thermos out. He's like, you know, shuffling. Fucking. He's got his purple fucking dragon shields on. I'm sitting there. I'm like, what's up? You know what I mean? Shuffling a little bit. What's he got? Um, I'm gonna leave up double Pyroblast here, which might not be right because they can play a longer game than I can, more or less. Flutes, brainstorms, ponders, resculpt, all that shit. So it's not right to just tap out here. But it's a risk. So if I just jam engineer, it takes a force of will or whatever. But let's see what happens. I just don't think it's right to tap out here. I can get Soul Guide Lantern here too. Again, I'm running into like flutes and shit. So I'll fire off one of these Pyroblasts to see what happens. Okay, so this is not the greatest for me. Land. Oh, that's good too. I'm gonna have to just keep these cards in my hand. Hope that the Pyroblast is good enough. Sneak Attack is a card. And again, Sneak Attack sucks. And then Orm's Chant too, so I might lose this. We'll see. I need a land drop right now. It's good. I'm gonna have to play Painter, I think, first. Ooh. Oh man. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I could play the mountain, say, oh, I have three blasts, but the kid's gonna go Orm's Chant, fucking blah. Or, sneak attack off with a city, and then I have if I have Painter plus Blast up, it's really good. I'm playing this way because I need to be able to blast a sneak attack. And if he has a show and tell, I'll be able to put a fucking engineer off show and tell and be able to weld in for bridge. So again, this turns on everything that he has for Force of Wills in his hands. Braid something. Do not care. Let this sit for a second. I think for the first time in my life, I'm behind on time. Can you believe it? I'm usually ahead. Now this stops my sneak attack, stuff like that, but we're gonna have to let this resolve, I guess. I mean, it does suck because now, I mean, if I pyroblast that, then he goes like, sneak attack, instant like main phase. It's just like my biggest shot is to be able to get a pyroblast off here on a brainstorm or something. So puts omniscience in the graveyard. So at least the painter on blue takes off all his force of wills if he has like just one or whatever it is. Like for instance, like I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to use one of these here. And if he has a show and tell, that's fine. It's really not though, but oh, have it, please. Okay, that's nice stuff for me. He might have a flute still, so land. That's good. Um, what do I get here? I'll get bridge. That could be a mistake. Could have been a mistake. So if I got Dragon Engine, I just don't think that's good enough because I'm gonna want to use these someplace. But these are kind of bad in a way because of like, a sneak attack. You could have a sneak attack plus land, but no fatty yet. These are good for cantrips now. Urza Saga is probably one of my best draws here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about Fable. Painter's good too because it's like a one mana counter spell. Um, Getting the bridge there left me out to not able to draw it at some point. So, and I know full well he plays swords and braids, so it might not have been the right answer there, but also, it I might start milling him. I know he has Emrakul, but we'll see. Orm's Chant would suck. Yeah, it sucks. Okay. Okay, it's good to see that city come out because now he's got 4 mana. He could use another mana for activation of sneak attack, and he needs a fatty. So you're talking a couple cards here. So that's really nice. Name's Engineer. Okay. He does not fetch. Let me mill him. Okay, that's fine. It's actually kind of a mistake. There's a Magus. Okay. Shuffles. That's a good draw. I gotta watch my time because I start talking a lot. I would have liked to kept up Triple Blast there, which is every cantrip gets whacked. Every cantrip. Every cantrip. I'm careful what's in my graveyard for surgical here, so I'm gonna use this. I'll pitch that. To watch my time here. It does matter. Every second counts. Oh, there's an engineer. Might have to play it. Actually, I won't. I do have a braids in the deck, so I might have to just play that. I can get Dragon Engine, so that's good. Um, oh, it costs 2 more, you bitch. He knows I have engineer now. Fuck him. That's fine because I'm only getting Dragon Engine and I have a couple turns to do so, so. I'll hold off here. Sure. Name's Reflection. Okay. Ooh, that's a draw. I'm gonna play that too. I'll play it off treasure tokens because they run like I want my permanence better out there, so if he fights over this, it's fine. Goes to 2 cards. Plus, okay. That's fine. I mean, it's not, but okay. Like two tokens, maybe? Okay, you got it. That's good. Oh, it's good. I need to get this thing off. I'll do that end step. I'll do that first. Now I can get a painter. I'll hold. Jeez, I'll hold the Soul Guide Lantern, I guess, till next turn. You know what? Let me play it. I just don't want to get burned by a fucking meltdown. So let's hold that. And I should have used a token there. It's okay. Gotta think of this shit all the time, guys. Oh, another fucking sword, you bitch. Oh, fucking retard. It's still fine, right? He played a land already? He played a fucking land, this guy. He did, right? He played Flood Strength. Um, sure. I can't cast spells anyway. He needs a surgical here. And I think he runs it too. Um, I block here, does it matter? Um, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's 6. It's 12. It's fine. Hit him up, bitch. Cheers, mate. Let's go. Next one. Happy New Year. Oh, oh, the poor kid. The poor kid. He couldn't put his guys out, the biggest guys. What's my kitty doing? Don't care, bro. It's all good. Bye. Good games, though. That was a good game. Orm's chance a wild card. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'll get a bot. Damn, boy. A little bit of work. Surgical gets me there. Very macabre. Surgical. He already played a land, so I was kind of a last ditch effort to find surgical. I think he does play surgical. I mean, I would imagine when you start adding cards like Orm's Chant and you start bringing in Magus the Moon, which is good because he knows I want Needle off my saga. You start playing cards like that's that artifact there. I mean, that's good main deck, I think, against like Delver and shit. Um, it's another card that has to get Force of Will. And I have Needle in this deck main, which is like continually showing me that I think it's worth a slot, at least now. I mean, there's dead cards, but there's quite a bit to needle. I mean, there's so much. I mean, I could just go on. There's probably like 8 cards like off the top of my head that like even in this matchup, in other matchups too, is just exceptional. So that was a good game. I didn't play Soul Guide Lantern into the meltdown like that. All my plays, I'm just telling you guys because it's on the top of my head. When you tap in mana like that, I'm worried about like the treasure tokens getting nabbed by like a meltdown, Brotherhood's End, um, you know, like a null rod effect. So like every time I'm plucking one of those tokens, um, I'm worried about what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about my future. Also, that being said, um, it's a Urion deck. It could be like a Beanstalk deck or whatever the hell these guys are doing now. This hand's not the worst. I mean, if it's D&T, it sucks. I just don't want to mull this hand. And what else was I gonna tell you? Yeah, like playing the Soul Guide Lantern efficiently on my turn, but into Meltdown on his turn instead of holding it. Um, I don't know what else I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's probably not worth a keep here, but there's some blue versions that are running Urion, so I feel like this guy's more of a blue guy. Yeah, he is. That's good. Okay, kept the right hand. That's another piece of this deck is knowing the format, what to keep, what not to keep. This hand's a great keep against a blue deck. It's not a terrible keep, but it's a manageable hand versus D&T type thing. Like Furies, lands are very good for me. Yuri on deck. I'm just going to start with the Welders. These are great cards to get out. I only have 3 of them, so I'm thinking about that. How many do I have in my deck? Daze me, bro. And this just gets the blood flowing. You know what I mean? Like these are cards I'm happy to have resolved. Yeah, I have no artifact, but eventually you're going to have to answer 2 goblins that can weld out whatever I pitch. And look at looks like a new build here. So we have Yuri on. I'll show that to you guys in the video. Um, so if you're a swords deck, I think you just let Welder resolve and then force the will engineer, but that's just me. I'm gonna leave up double blast here, I think. These guys like to flash shit in. Now, mind you, I'm just telling you, I know you guys know, and I know there's some specialists out there, but I'm just gonna tell you, and I could be wrong. How many guys are tapping out for engineer here? What are you doing? Even if I had like a Lotus Petal in my hand, you guys still tapping out for engineer to make it efficient next turn? Probably, maybe. I'm gonna keep up double blast here. A lot of flash creatures coming out here. So It's probably to my benefit, especially seeing these blue cards. So just keep up blast. Brainstorm and stuff. Gives you 4 cards now. Not gonna happen. But even if it wasn't an engineer here, if it was just like a tomb, and I was able to play a fable there, I mean, I still would have kept up power blast. I'm just telling you guys, right? Gets a scry. It's a whole other angle to magic right now is scries. It's like a beanstalk build. What does he bounce into his hand here? That's a pretty good card, I would imagine. And it's a 5 drop, so it gets through beanstalk and costs 3 less to cast. So you're bouncing like this kid's like beanstalk deck for sure. That's a pretty cool card. And it's a blue card too. Cute. He scried away a what? On top. Okay. I'm gonna hit this too. Because I have plans on landing the Fable next turn. Kid looks like he's hurting. So again, smell it in the water. Down to 2 cards now. I don't care if my Force Will gets spell pierced or whatever the fuck. Um, and I'm gonna jam. I'm gonna use my mana correctly here. He has a swords in hand. I can almost guarantee it. Gets spell pierced. Like I said, I've seen that card. He already burned a Force of Will, so that's pretty neat. So now I'm set up now. Um, you know, I'm fading out some beanstalks, which is nice, and I mean, pretty clear what I got to do, right? Okay, puts a Valk in the graveyard. What do you put on top? A Ponder. If you guys have Grindstone out, you can work a Grindstone manually here and mill that. Yeah, Brainstorm. I'm gonna play around Terminus here, so I'm only gonna dispatch a Beanstalk. Okay, perfect. You can hit my Fable or my token, bro. Okay, perfect. The bridge is really bad here, even though I have no artifacts, though. But it's my one artifact. Got 1 card. Oh, perfect. I'm pitching the bridge. This card's terrible. Start with this. I'll get a Dragon Engineer. He has a Brainstorm, so I'm pretty sure this card's gonna die. I could get a desk too, but I'm gonna start with a Dragon Engineer. See how he feels about that. This is gonna be kind of a fading game here. So he's drawing Brainstorm. Okay, you got 1 card left. Okay, this is gonna be good here for me. He might have a Stifle here or whatever. I'm gonna play out my cards. Land. Oh shit, makes it more difficult for me here. Um, Jesus. Get 2 cards. Could be a Terminus here. I mean, I'm gonna draw cards anyway, so I don't care about Terminus here. So, see what he does here. See if this gets a Force of Will, or even a Swords in response. This could get a Force of Will, guys. Okay. Play Engineer here, get a Grindstone. Ooh, down to 0 cards. What do you pitch? Oh, he puts the Urion. Yeah, buddy. Um, Now if I play Painter and he swords Painter, I'm kind of in a rough shape here, and I can also just see if I can't get another turn here. It'd be ideal if I could even draw a land. I can copy Engineer next turn, do that, and you have a Terminus. Um, so you're gonna cast that. I can weld in Dragon Engine, draw 3, which might not be the best idea. It's not. So I'll let that happen. And I can just resolve a Fable next turn. It's fine. Um, I gotta watch my time. Get 0 cards in hand, this kid. Let's play 2 creatures. I don't care if you swords my painter. If you swords my painter, it's fine. And then next turn I can resolve a Fable and then weld in Dragon Engine for Lotus Petal. So he's got 1 fucking card. If the kid plays fucking Wrath, which I forgot about, I'm in trouble. I forgot about Wrath. Not good for me. Okay. You got 1 card now? Sure. This lone pedal is really scaring me here, but okay, it's excellent. I gotta watch out for another Mystic Sanctuary. Hopefully he doesn't have any. Um, I'm gonna get rid of this and 1 painter. Terrible. I'll end up bolting him on step 2, I think. Excellent. I didn't bolt him. Stake. Excellent draw. He got 1 card. I could play Fury here and kill him next turn, right? Or can I just kill him next turn anyway? Um, I'd rather not use my mana right now like this. Let's keep Bolt. Let's keep the mana up. I can Fury away. It could be wrong here. You might be making a mistake, I think. But we'll see. I could have jammed a Fury there. I don't think it's right though. It could have been. I can evoke it, give it haste, and try to kill him with a bolt. So if I bolt him down to 7, he just dies, right? And I have a blast. I need a red card though, which is a problem. I'll bolt him here. Oof. Big hit. GG's, pal. So what am I playing against? Fucking Fourth of Earlingus. What else? It could be a Minskin Boo floating around in there too. Who knows, dude? Right? What else we got? Um, all of the the usual suspects. Fucking Force of Vigor. You know what I mean? Swords, ley line binding. All the cool stuff, right? Let's taste the Blood Moon. I'm gonna bring in Blood Moon though. It's just kind of a trap. I wish I could work myself off of that, but it's just such a good card if they don't have the right cards. Fury's really bad. I'm just gonna tell you, Bridge is terrible in my eyes. You know, uh, I play a different game. Bolt is just miserable. Um, so I like a Red Blast to start. Needle, what's Needle do again? Um, they don't play Pernicious Deed. I don't think this guy plays Pernicious Deed, but it's another card to keep an eye out for. So I think I could get rid of Needle. I think I get rid of Needle, right? Get rid of Needle. So I have 6 cards to bring in here. Let's start with some Blood Moons. And I have two more cards to bring in. Um, Bridges is such a bad card, but it could work for me. I'm gonna bring in Furies for the fourth of Aerlingus cards. I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut maybe a Saga here for Blood Moons. One is fine or two. Two. I always draw Urza Saga. Mark my words. On this fucking MTGO, I will cut two sagas, but I will find a moon, and then next draw will be a Urza Saga. So I'm just telling you that. I think it's right though. And I have two more cuts. I just hate to bring in a Fury here. I'll leave in another Saga here because it's a land drop, and I have one more card to bring in. I'll bring in Bridge too. It's just kind of bad. And it's terrible. I get a mullet. I get a mullet. Ah, you fucking bitch. Fuck you. You gotta wait for this to cool off. Oh, this hand's good. Keep it. One, two, three, four. So what am I putting away? Two cards. Does he play Wasteland? They play Wasteland. I'm just gonna take a shot. I could even just keep a mountain. Nah, that's fine. See what happens. I'm on five cards here. He's a good five too. Again, I won't play Welder out for a bit here. Playing into his Hydroblast, playing into a bunch of shit here. That's a good draw. I'll Now I will avidly use a Red Blast maybe on a cantrip because I want to create an opening for myself where maybe he trips up on lands here or I'm just gonna use my mana because I'm using my mana next turn. I'm gonna tap all it, so kind of unfortunate, but it's what it is. Five cards with with a land drop here. Okay, I'm gonna jam a Fable. I have no other way to do this, so Simian Spirit Guy would be good. You go to three cards here. Oh, that resolved. That's so good. Telling me he doesn't have Force of Will. If I hit a Blood Moon there, it'd be so good. Force of Vigor is a card you could have. Again, I will pitch this Goblin Welder and this Ancient Tomb probably, so we'll see what happens if I even get a shot at it. Could be a Leyline Binding here. I can still resolve another one. Oh, that's pretty cool, huh? Nice. That's still fine, dude. You have to play that thing now. You know what? Oh, that's good. That's good place. You got five cards? Land, Mountain. Okay. Now you have to play Beanstalk. You're drawing cards, yeah, but did I not play a land? I didn't. Shit. Okay. See if I can't find a Blood Moon. It's kind of unfortunate there. If I find a mountain and a Blood Moon, I'm in really good shape here. Oh, oof. Ew. See what happens with this. Okay. What gets me here is Force of Vigor and a cycle for a basic island for a Hydroblast. So I got to keep up Red Blast at some point. What do you got? Okay. Yorion goes to hand. You got it, pal. Yes, Force of Vigor. Oh, I needed a land drop so bad there. Um, I have to land a painter named Blue to be able to force to counter a Force of Vigor here. I'll just name Blue here. So no Force of Will yet. Okay. So now I have Pyroblast, a Red Blast up for a Force of Vigor, which is excellent. Excellent. Oof, hit me. Hit me. All right, good games. See ya. See ya. Doesn't always happen like that, dude. Telling you, the Blood Moons, I got lucky. The kid was trying to get cute. You know? He's trying to get cute. Don't get cute with me. I'm telling you. Don't get fucking cute. Try to get cute. That's what happens. Don't get cute. Just stick to the plan, the blueprints. You know? It's all right. But it's not always like that where it's like, oh, blood moon, yeah, okay, it resolves. No, it's okay, double force of will, or like, you know what I mean? It was like I've had some wild games where it's like, oh my God, like the game between everything in their deck, between everything in my deck, it literally all comes down to the 5 or 6 cards that each of us have in our hand come down to my blood moon. Like, I'm gonna resolve the blood moon, I'm gonna fight over it, you're gonna fight over it. I'm gonna fight again. You're gonna fight again. You're gonna run tap and then just have the answer for Blood Moon, and then I'm left with no resources, and you carry the game away. It's like crazy. I'm telling you, it's not always like that. So see what happens last round here. If I can't get some more coffee real quick, excuse me. Oh, let me see what this guy's on real quick. I think he's on a combo. Oh, he's on breakfast. I can make this work. I haven't seen breakfast in a while. So I'm gonna resolve a welder first, it looks like. Okay, do you have your stupid 2 drop? Fucking retard. Fucking worst fucking combo. It is so nasty. Fucking sorry. I won't say much more. Um, Leyline's good, right? I'm gonna bring in Leyline. Another card I love. I used to play Teferi, so it's kind of like Cage is good. I'll bring in a Braids. Fuck him. Alright, let me see what I do here. I could be overboarding. I gotta calm down. I haven't played against this deck in like a month or a couple weeks anyway. Fuck him. You're leaving the grindstone. Oh, sounds good. Ugh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hmm. I drew a land there, been really nice. Um, sure. Does he have force of vigor? He must. Just lose, right? Can't see me winning this game, but we'll see. I lose, right? Hope I play this right. Maybe I didn't. See. I hope I'm maybe missing something here. I don't have many reps with this deck, so I don't know. I mean, should I have bolted something there? Maybe. Didn't matter. I don't even know. Okay. Shit. I know he has a force will too. Trying to get this kid down. Hmm. I think I lose this game anyway. Um. Let's see. What's up, girl? Boy, my cat needs a beating, dude. Heads up. Come here, go. I don't even know. I'm probably misplaying totally here. Fuck you. I need to just run this out. I mean, I just lose, right? Ah, too much hate on the board as far as like, yeah, yeah. Painter. Oh, it's so good. So they get a force of will out of him. He gets double force of will. Oh, it's so good. Let's see what he does. He might force of will this, but he has on grindstone, so he didn't fucking do nothing. So he might. I just lose, right? If I block here, it's 4, 8. Yeah, I just lose. Yeah, good game. I wonder if I missed something. I'm sure I did. I just okay. This game 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, good game. I hope I didn't miss anything. Probably did. All right, good match. Um, I just don't like that deck. I never did. Um, I mean, if I could have bolted something there in response, I don't even know. I just playing it patient. Maybe let me know if I missed something. I'm probably sitting there like a dope, like, oh, I'll just hold the bolt for no reason. But I don't even care. It's a weird game, weird matchup, all that stuff, and I should probably learn it a little better. But anyway, it's not a bad league anyway. Besides that, hope you guys can pick up some stuff and keep it going. So happy New Year. Hope you guys doing well, and I'll catch you guys next time.